Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first takeaway with Tay and Ren. The Packers beat the Cowboys in Wildcard weekend, the Super Wildcard weekend, 48-32. The Packers' performance was truly dominating. Ren, how about those Packers?
Tay, here we go. Here we go to San Francisco. That's right, Tay. Let's get nuts. The Packers, yes, Tay, they dismantled them boys. The Packers never lost, Tay, at Jerry World, and that continues. It was just a thorough masterclass by Jordan Love in this offense. Every time, Tay, Jordan and the offense made it into the red zone, they scored a touchdown. I mean, things like that pick six and Savage. I don't know how he doesn't see him there, and he misses the wide open guy behind him, and just it's off to the races. Jair gets a nice pick. Man, the defense came to play. You got to love that zone defense, how it was just going off, Tay, holding CD to nothing. And the broadcast, you heard them. They're like, something's not right here. Something doesn't feel good. And listen, man, Aaron Jones, since he's been back, another 100-yard performance, 4 weeks in a row now. Tay, he said, I think somebody on the broadcast mentioned, he said he's just getting into his prime now. and I would say, Tay, Aaron Jones, when healthy, he's a prime NFL running back, no doubt about it. What a special day. It's just it's crazy to be on the side of games like that, to watch it, to know it was never really in question. Although, the broadcast wanted to think that maybe the Cowboys were getting back into it.
Maybe.
And Sean Clifford entered and then left, and the Packers tightened up a little bit and at least still won by 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you kind of like wonder that. You're like, Sean's coming in now. We got this in the bag. Wait, maybe we don't. Maybe we need to, keep the foot on the pedal. No break here. I don't know. I understand injuries and stuff like that, but I think they could have probably done something a little better there. Put in your backups, but at the same time, it's like, okay, do something different. They just basically ran the ball. I don't think Sean even threw it. But yeah, what a win. I mean, no one really saw this type of win coming anywhere. So fun to watch. I mean, it was a feel-good game. The Packers started being up by 7, and like we said before on this podcast, they play really well when they're ahead. And they did that this afternoon, but we just kind of shut down their trick ponies, Ren. I mean, CeeDee Lamb was basically, neutralized in 3 quarters there. Parsons didn't get to Jordan too much. We kind of shut him down. The Cowboys just, they couldn't get on themselves at all in their game plan, in their execution, in their production. They weren't on the same page. It's almost like a mental collapse in the first half. So it was so awesome. The Packers had their way. They just did everything, but most importantly, they capitalized on every opportunity that they were given. All the drives that they went down there and scored, all the defensive stops, all the defensive takeaways. I mean, it contributed to this dominance. And, the score again doesn't really tell the whole tale. This Packers team just dominated this Cowboys number 2 seed type team. And it was so awesome to have that transpire. No one saw this game coming like this, the way it portrayed, and it ended up being so. It's just so awesome, so fun. Congratulations to the Packers. They earned this one. They went out and got it. They went out and took this game from the Cowboys. They wanted it way better. And I guess you could try to spin this in the fashion that the Cowboys didn't play well or didn't play up to their capabilities. They made mistakes. They couldn't get on the same page, that sort of thing. But, the Packers took an opportunity from that. They took advantage of the fact that the Cowboys came out flat and they couldn't do anything. And so props to the Packers. They came in at number 7 seed. They're the youngest team to win a playoff game. They're the first 7 seed to ever win a playoff game. So props to the Packers. They are on a roll. They are on fire. And just, we got to love this moment here. We wanted them to play the spoiler. They did. And this is what we got. Just a great time to be a Packers fan. What a win.
What a win by the young football team, Tay. It's amazing. And, you heard Jordan after the game. I mean, it's really just what are people going to think about and say about us now? I mean, we just got another game to go play. He just doesn't care. He's chill. He's ready. Let's move on to the next and let's go. This is a different feel at the quarterback position today. I see a confident, really calm guy who just knows he's going to go out there and play with the team, a collective. I'll say this one today started with the Packers getting that ball first today. I mean, 12 play, 75-yard drive that takes almost 8 minutes. Incredible. And that was kind of one of my keys. We talked about it on Wednesday. I tweeted about it this morning. One of my keys was one of their best things they could do on defense was play long drive offense. I mean, just keep Dallas off the field, right away. That's half the first quarter take. Dallas isn't out there to get in rhythm. Guess who was? The Packers. That was massively impressive. Matt LaFleur going for that final touchdown in 4th and 2 today. I don't know if I've ever seen a ballsier call by Matt LaFleur. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not taking the 3? Excuse me? I mean, you're putting the statement final ending touchdown on it, and it worked. It just blows your mind. Romeo Doubs was a bad man, as Stephen Smith says today, Tay. He had kind of disappeared for some weeks. Obviously, had to leave last week. Was it last week with coughing up blood on the sidelines? Crazy, dude.
Yep.
And he's back out there today and had over 150 yards receiving. That crazy cross the field. I don't know if that release from the left side all the way over to the right, and Lucas Musgrave. Yeah. I don't think there's a guy in a country mile around him, and Jordan just gets going to his other direction, floats that pass in there, that touch pass. You're kind of like, oh God, is he going to get there? But there were so many great things and fun things to watch in this game that the team did well in so many phases, other than a little bit of their late prevent defense that you just can't help but be just thoroughly impressed with. This young football team if they were playing with house money and Tay, guess what? Who is the Cowboys fans' boogeyman? Yeah, that's right. It is still the Packers, Tay.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, this team played great today. Jordan Love played phenomenal. There weren't any weird, bad throws, really. All there was those wide open throws, yes, but he made those with defenders in his face. He kind of threaded the needle on some, so that was great. Aaron Jones, awesome. I love his running style lately. It's just so powerful, but yet slippery, and he just cuts right through the defenders for, sometimes it was 12, 14 yards, and you're like, heck yeah, let's get a first down on first down. I love it. That offensive line just played stellar today. Defensive line did really great things. They shook Dak up, time and time again. But yeah, that defensive secondary, putting some licks on some guys, covering guys, just blanketing them most of the time. And then you get those 2 picks, one by Jair and then one by Savage for a pick 6. Oh, that was so fun. So fun. But
oh my goodness.
Hopefully, that Jair ankle twist isn't as bad as it maybe seemed at first. Hopefully he's back next weekend.
Hoping Tay, that one just maybe tweaked the injury from that walkthrough the other day when he had the freak injury itself, and hopefully, with 6-7 days of rest, depending if they play Saturday or Sunday, he'll be able to go. So definitely hoping that's the case.
McDuffie kind of left with a stinger, they said. It looked like maybe his arm or something, but maybe he had that stinger in his arm. Who knows? But McDuffie was playing well too. So
he's played well all season in his pieces, spelling Campbell's trying to get back to health, and now you don't want to lose any of those guys. You need all hands on deck. It seemed like the rest of the game they came out pretty unscathed. I will say, Jake Ferguson, he was the man out there today. Yep. CD couldn't do anything. Him and a little bit of Michael Gallup, who is always an afterthought in that receiving core nowadays. I don't know where he came alive, but Jake Ferguson was man amongst boys. He didn't seem to give up on his team at all, but it seemed like CD, man, he was. They were in his head, man. Yep. That D backfield played a hell of a game against him.
The Packers wide receivers. I mean, you mentioned Romeo Doubs. What a stud! And he finally showed up after a few weeks without having that kind of performance. But today was just amazing. So I love me some Doubs. I love that guy. Clutch catch. A lot of those needed to happen. Those were some third down ones, and then that touchdown one. I'm glad he got one of those TDs today. But this goes to show you what the Packers can do against you with their young wide receivers. I mean, you can take any of the guys and just insert them, and they become relevant, and they do their job, they get it done. So it's such a nice thing to rely on now. Is like anybody can just be inserted in that wide receiver core, and we get great production out of it. So props to Jordan Love for finding these guys and just playing a really safe game. But at the same time, I mean, that guy just went off today. I mean, I love that passer rating. Did it end up being a perfect passer rating, or was it just underneath because of that last?
It was, Tay. 16 of 21, 272, 3 touchdowns, 157.2 passer rating.
Yes. So good. I mean, it just shuts down a lot of the haters. So you got to give it to that guy. Props to him, and congratulations. And Matt LaFleur, he's got to feel good about this win. Joe Barry, I mean, is his zone D working again? I don't know. I guess so, but I still kind of chalk it up to really good individual performances. But it's hard to argue with production and results here. So we'll have that discussion later. But we're on to the Niners. We have to go out there. We don't know what time yet. But we're moving on to the divisional round, Ren.
Yeah, Tay, super exciting. As the kids say, Tay, Jordan Love, he is him. Unless you got anything else, Tay, on this one.
No, I do not. Congratulations, Pack. Go, Pack, go, and on to the Niners.
Go, Pack, go. And again, Tay, here we go to San Francisco. Good night, universe. Enjoy.
Good night, universe.